Hi guys, welcome to Essential Practice. Radis here. It's my favorite conversation focusing on backbending. Backbends are so uplifting. We are focusing on the energy of the heart. We are lengthening the front body, and anatomically we are focusing on pectoralis and minor, your pecs muscles. When those muscles are tight, they're responsible for pulling the head of the arm bones forward. So we've got that pattern, as well as we are spending hours sitting in front of the computer or working at our desks. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to strengthen the back body and open the front body, as well as opening some of the neck muscles, the upper trapezius, deltoid. Great. Let's come to lying down on your belly. The first pose we are focusing on is Locust Pose. Locust Pose. Extend your arms towards the back of your mat and turn your palms facing up, facing the ceiling. Now, the best way to start training yourself in a correct alignment here in your shoulders, the shoulders would like to collapse because of the tightness of your pectoralis. What we're doing instead, we are lifting the shoulder blades and we're using the back muscles, the mid-trapezius, rhomboids, to engage. That action of drawing the shoulders in towards the midline is called retraction. Notice what happens. Common misalignment in this pose is to lift the chin too high. So what we're doing, we're crashing here the back of the neck, congesting the energy flow. We want to be gazing down. The back of the neck is long, and trying to use the muscles of your spine, erectus spinae muscles, to lift the chest off the mat. Trying to lift lower ribs, shoulders as well. And imagine you're trying to press the ceiling with your hands. Elbows are straight, gazing down, shoulders back. Now one more action. We're lifting both legs. Knees are straight. Spread your toes. And exhale. Relax. Turn your head to the side. Breathing to the belly. Back bending is focusing on strengthening back muscles, your glutes, your hamstring, postural chain muscles in your body. Everything is engaged when you lift. Let's come back to locust position again, gazing down. Lift your shoulders. And again, use your spinal muscles to lift your spine, and then use your glutes. Legs are straight. Spread your toes. You feel your pubic bone pressing down into your mat. You're going to try to come up a little bit higher, pressing your pubic bone down. Engage your core muscles. Pull your belly in. Engaging your deep abdomen muscles. Lifting a little bit higher. And exhale, release. Turn your head to the second side. Take a few breaths. Couple of key actions to pay attention to. The first thing, when you come up, make sure you keep your shoulders down, away from your ears. Common misalignment would be to elevate the shoulders and actually add more tension here into your neck muscles. You're trying to slide the shoulders down away from your ears and up towards the ceiling, recruiting the muscles here in between your shoulder blades, strengthening those muscles. Now the second thing, when you come up to your pose, we over-recruit the glute muscles, or the outer adductors muscles. So what we want to engage a bit of more inner muscles of your legs. So what we're going to do, you're going to place the block in between your thighs and squeeze the block in between your thighs. So what happens now, those muscles which we very rarely use in everyday life, now we can activate those muscles and distribute the engagement evenly on the inner and outer muscles of your legs, as well as taking some load off the glutes. Spread your toes and see if that helps lifting to your locust position. And relax again. Keep the block where it is. A couple of variations of this pose. We're adding a shoulder stretch. So you're going to interlace your fingers behind your sacrum, right here, lumbar spine, lifting your elbows and lifting your shoulders. That's the first stage. The second stage is to keep gazing down, lengthen the back of your neck and straighten your elbows. Slide your shoulder blades away from your ears. Feel the lengthening of your neck muscles, lifting the shoulders, shoulder retraction. Lift your hands a little bit higher away from your pelvis and then come up to your locust position. Squeeze the block with your inner thighs. Elbows straight, legs straight. Spread your toes. And relax. Take a moment to rest. We need a second block, another variation of the same pose. Take your block in between your hands and place your block right in between. Squeeze the block with your palms, elbows straight. Without bending your fingers, just keep your fingers straight. Feel when you press your hands into your block how your shoulders sort of activate a slight external rotation and then come up this way. Lift your legs, lift your block. Take 3 breaths, trying to lift your legs a little bit higher, lift your block a little bit higher. Keep gazing down, shoulders away from your ears, strengthening the back body. Exhale, release. Create a pillow with your hands and turn your cheek to the side, resting. Turn your head to the side, resting your cheek, top of your hands. Breathe to your abdomen. Release your blocks. The next position, Cobra Pose. We did this pose a few times already. Let's look in detail what actually is happening in this position. Take your hands a little bit further down your rib cage, sort of where your lower floating ribs are. Now, roll your shoulders back. Bring your elbows in. So the key misalignment here action is to allow the elbows go too wide apart. So it's more of an internal rotation of your shoulders. We want to reduce that and emphasize more external rotation. So elbows go in, then your shoulders slide down away from your ears, and that allows you to rise a little bit higher, pressing your hands down, lifting against gravity, and again pay attention to your shoulders. Instead of lifting the shoulders, that's the common misalignment here, to elevate the shoulders. So you want to do the opposite, shoulder depression, shoulder retraction, lifting, opening your heart, breathing. You don't have to go as high, you can just go to baby, cobra, practicing first a little bit lower. Then when you're more open, you can go a little bit higher. Back of the neck is long, shoulders back, elbows in. And exhale, relax. Now, what is happening here, your feet will have a tendency to roll out. So a slight sort of eversion of your foot, heels turning out. We want to reduce that and keep the feet parallel as well, so the heels are again aligned like a train track. So what we want to press more into the baby toe, distributing the weight evenly. Let's try again. Cobra Pose. Position your hands side ribs. Roll your shoulders back. Draw your elbows in. And then use your spinal muscles to lift up. Shoulders back, down, away from your ears. Back of your neck is long. And again, pay attention to what's happening with your feet. Press into the baby toes, down, spread your toes wide apart. Feel the activation. Your ankle muscles are active. And then come up a little bit higher. And relax. The next pose, a deeper back bend. Bend your knees. I'm going to show you the shape of the pose. Bow. You catch the outer edges of your feet. That's the starting position. Feet are active. Feet are flexed. Toes active. Draw your shoulders back. Opening again your pectoralis. Deep stretch in your chest. Now, next stage is to kick the feet up and back and lift the knees. Bow. Back of your neck is long, shoulders back, down. And relax. There's a couple of modifications here. I'm going to grab a strap and take your strap around your ankle. You're going to hold the strap with both hands, and your strap is right where your ankles are. That's the way to modify, holding the strap and then lift, trying to lift. Walk your hands down the strap, modifying this position. And relax. Take a few breaths to release your belly. Enjoy moment of resting. And again, come to sitting. Backbending is all about finding space in our chest, opening chest muscles, opening the throat. You can practice. Just start with shoulder stretches. This is a great way to start practicing backbend. Just a simple shoulder stretch, interlacing your hands behind you and focusing on opening your rib cage. Spending here a few breaths. You can stay up to 10 breaths. Shoulders back, down, away from your ears. The back of your neck is long. Pelvis forward. In fact, that's the beginning of a next shape we are going into. Camel pose. Toes are tucked under. You're touching gently your heels and again, shoulders down, away from your ears. Back of your neck is long. Lift your breastbone. Breathe deeply to your heart, finding space. Finding pockets of tension. Very rarely we actually open the chest. We spend most hours sitting, rounding our shoulders and hiding energy of your heart. Great. So that's that same shape we can take further. Bridge pose. Lying down flat with your spine. Feet hip width apart. Arms are straight, palms facing down. Palms resting on your mat. Press into your shoulders and press into your hands to lift your pelvis. Lift your pelvis up. Then roll your shoulders under from side to side. Roll your shoulders more under and slide the shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen the back of your neck, lifting your heart. Bridge pose. Let's modify bridge pose. The full pose is a little bit more advanced. We're just going to stay here. You can stay here or interlace your hands again, adding a shoulder stretch, focusing on your breath. Breathing to your lungs. Breathing to your rib cage. Pressing down into your feet, lifting your pelvis a little bit higher. Powerful pose. Relax. Now the common misalignment in this position is to turn the feet and knees out. So what we're going to take one block. The block will go between the feet, recruiting the commitment. Your feet will be squeezing the block from each side. And your second block goes between your thighs. Squeezing the block in between your thighs. Again, inhale, lift. Squeeze the block more. And roll your shoulders under. Again, squeeze the block a little bit more. Feel the activation of the inner muscles of your legs. Lengthen your tailbone towards your knees. Lengthen the back of your body. Lift your heart more. Lift your pubic bone up. Press your shoulders flat. Take 3 more breaths. Relax. Please come to sitting. Sit on your pillows. Sitting cross-legged. Take your hands behind you and again take a moment to observe the effect of back bending. Broaden your collarbones, roll your shoulders back. Your throat is open, spacious, spine is straight. Commit to that new posture. Your heart is available. Feeling spacious, open. We're going to finish with pranayama, Nodhi Sodhana practice. Keep your heart open. Bring your right thumb to your right nostril. If you're left-handed, you can use your left hand and close your left nostril with your left thumb. And breathe through your left nostril. Explore the quality, the texture of your breath, the volume. Notice the temperature of your breath. Breathe to your belly as you inhale. As you exhale, narrow your waist. And then switch. Second nostril. The second nostril we use pinky and your ring finger to close your left nostril. And the rest of your fingers, your middle and your index fingers, are resting on top of your forehead. Pinky is resting on your left nostril, your ring finger on your left nostril, the middle and index on your forehead, and your thumb is available to close your right nostril. So your left nostril is closed. Breathe in through your right. Exhale, breathe out through your right. A long breathing. Again, see the difference from the first side. On the second side, notice, is there anything different? And now we're going to alternate the breathing from one side to another. So you inhale deeply through your right, close your left nostril. Now block both nostrils and release your left nostril. Exhale through your left. Stay on your left side. Inhale through your left. Close your both nostrils. Release your right. Exhale through your right. Inhale, stay on the same side. Close the right. Release your left. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Block left. Release right. Exhale through your right. And continue that rhythm. Breath is count of 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the rhythm. Alternative nostril breathing. Last 2 rounds. And release your right hand to your knee. Again, lift your heart, roll your shoulders back. Everything we did together, coming back to that open heart. Breathe deeply into your heart. Your heart is the seat of your emotions, spacious awareness, your emotional intelligence, seat of compassion, self-love, forgiveness. Rest your palms on top of your heart. Feel that warmth. Listen to your heartbeat. Gratitude for this life. Namaste.